Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing part 2 of my testing nail hacks and nail designs. So for this first hack, it's a chrome hack. I don't know if you guys have seen or not, but there's like this new product, or I guess I don't know if it's really new, but there's liquid chrome now instead of like the little chrome powders. But this is to like make your own liquid chrome instead of going out and buying some liquid chrome. Like if you have chrome powders, then you can do this instead. So I'm just going to start by painting this tip with my black gel polish from Model 1s. I'm doing one coat for this, and now you add your top coat. And then cure that. And then what you do is you take your dehydrator and your chrome powder, whichever chrome powder you want. I have no idea where I got this chrome powder. I got it quite a few years ago, so I don't think I'll be able to find it and link it, but you can find similar chrome powders to this on like Amazon. And then you want to take like a separate container. I'm just using this lid from another container. And then you want to mix your dehydrator and the chrome powder together. I'm just going to take some of my dehydrator and pour it in this lid. That was probably way more than what I needed. And now I'm going to take my cuticle pusher and scoop up some of this chrome powder. Again, probably more than what I needed. And I'm just going to take this little dotting tool that I use to mix stuff up, and I'm going to just stir that around, get it all mixed up in there. All the powder is like sitting on the bottom of the lid. Okay. Well, hopefully that's good enough. And then you take your nail. Give me this brush. You dip into your chrome powder mixture here and you just brush it Whoa. Brush it on. And then you're supposed to let that dry for a couple seconds. It doesn't take long for dehydrator to dry. It dries pretty quickly. Then they say you just take your finger and rub it in. Okay, that's not working. Let me try with the sponges that they give you with the, okay, that's not working either. That's working better than my finger. But it's like really sticky, and it like doesn't smooth out. It kind of just clumps on there. Let me try again. Maybe I let it dry for too long. Also, in the video, they didn't specify like how long to cure your top coat for. And I know when I just cured it like how I normally do for 60 seconds, but I know when you're doing chrome powder, you're not supposed to cure it for the full time. Like you're supposed to cure for like half the time that it says to cure. So my top coat says to cure for 30 to 60 seconds, and I usually, when I'm doing chrome powders, I only cure for like about 15 seconds and then apply my chrome powder. So maybe that was also my problem, but I wasn't sure if like the fact that the chrome powder is mixed in with the dehydrator, if it would make any kind of difference. So I'm gonna try curing it for about 15 seconds like I usually do. Okay, now I'm going to just take this mixture again and apply it to the nail. I like how it looks when you just apply it like this. Like, it looks kind of cool. You could do like some really cool designs like this. Okay, now let's try. I don't think that dried enough. Okay, let's wait a little bit longer for it to dry then. Well, this side's dry. This side's... Okay, so now I'm just gonna rub it in. That's still... Well, that turned out better than the other one. Except for that one little spot up here that I did when it was still wet. Ugh. I mean, I feel like just doing it like normal is the best option. Hold on, let me apply the chrome powder how I normally do, and we can see a comparison between with the dehydrator and doing it normal. So here are the 3 different tries that I did. This first one here is when I cured it. When I cured the top coat for the full 60 seconds and then tried to apply the DIY liquid chrome. The second one is when I only cured for the top coat for 15 seconds and then applied the liquid chrome, and it looks better not cured, all the top coat not cured like fully. It worked better that way, and it stuck more to the nail versus when I cured the top coat for the full 60 seconds. And then this is just me applying the chrome powder itself after curing the top coat for 15 seconds. This one is the best in my opinion. It also gives more of a like shiny, reflective look to it. Like you can see my nail reflecting in there. You can kind of see it on this one too, but this one is more shiny and it has that more like chrome effect to it. These two are kind of dull. They do give a cool effect, and I feel like you could do some really cool designs doing it this way. Even kind of like a vintage, like worn in type of look or something with these, maybe, because they are pretty patchy and they look like distressed, I guess is the word, whereas this one is more like smooth and fully finished, you know. Personally, for me though, I'm not gonna do this liquid chrome hack of making your own liquid chrome. I would like to get some actual liquid chrome and like try that out and see how that compares to when you make your own. But I am just gonna stick to rubbing the chrome powder on to the nail. Okay, so for this next hack, or I guess it's more of a design than a hack, they cut up like some plastic and then place it onto the nail in some like wet gel, and then cured it and then applied chrome powder over it, and it gave like this really cool like textured design. So I've already applied 1 coat of the black and cured that to this nail. I will be doing a second coat just because I feel like since I'm going to be placing stuff into it, it might disperse it a little bit, and I don't want any like clear spots in the nail. So I'm just going to take this piece of plastic that I cut off of a pack of files that I have, and I'm just gonna cut out some little shapes here with my little scissors. hope that's enough, because that's all I'm cutting. Okay, so now I'm just going to apply my second coat of the black. And now I'm just going to take my tweezers here to pick up these little plastic pieces and just place them onto the nail. Now I'm going to cure that. Let me cure that for 60 seconds. Okay, once that's cured, I'm going to take this chrome powder. It's like a pinkish, purplish color. And then, oh, my bad. So now that that's cured, we gotta go through and take off all these little plastic pieces. Is that a piece? Okay. No, that was the nail polish. Okay, this part is a little bit more difficult than I was expecting. Because if they're not like hanging off, I can't tell. Did I get this piece? I'm going to say yes. Okay, so this design is really hard to do because the clear plastic against the gel is hard to see. And unless they're stuck up, which some of them were, some of them weren't, it's hard to know if you got them. I don't think I got the plastic off of this one. But it's like not coming off. I don't know. I've been messing with that for a while and I can't get any more plastic off of any of these pieces. So I'm gonna hope that all the plastic is off. And then they wiped it off with alcohol. And then they just took chrome powder, rubbed that on. Well, the chrome powder stuck to all the in-between spots. It did stick to a couple of some of the plastic parts. For the most part, it didn't stick to any of the plastic, or where the plastic was. I'm gonna try that again. Okay, this time I only did one layer of black just because I didn't feel like doing two. I also didn't cure the black or cure this for the full 60 seconds. I only did, get off. I only did 30. Seconds. Although usually if I do chrome powder over a color, like this black, I will cure for the full 60 seconds because it does have that sticky layer and the chrome will stick to that. Okay, I think I got all the pieces off. Let me try. Okay, but how are they getting it to stick to where the plastic pieces were? I decided to only cure for 30 because I thought maybe this part where the plastic was like too cured, like the same way you can over cure the top coat if you're doing chrome, and then it won't stick to your top coat. But that, it didn't seem to make any kind of difference. I also didn't wipe it off with alcohol beforehand. But I did that the first time and it didn't stick either. Well, I'm gonna say that doesn't work. It might, maybe if I mess around with it some more and test out different ways of doing it, I could get it to work. But for the purpose of this video and making it so it's not ridiculously long like my last hack video, I'm not gonna keep messing with that. Okay, so for this next hack or design, whatever you want to call it, I just thought this was like a really cool and different way to create like some texture in a nail. So to do this, they applied some cat eye polish, which I guess technically you don't have to do cat eye, but I am, if I can get this magnet off. Okay, I am going to use cat eye for this. Oh, they didn't use the round one, they used the square one. Okay, so I have this cat eye gel polish. I also got this one. It's a holo cat eye, but I'm not using that one because it's actually a little disappointing. It's not very hollow and it doesn't really show up very much. Like the cat eye isn't really all that great on it. And then I have this little cat eye magnet. I think I got it off of Shein. But I really like this cat eye polish. It's a silver. I probably should have put it on a base first. You know what, let me paint this black real quick. Now that I got that painted black, I again only just did one layer for this. Usually I do 2 coats for my black just because it's not like 100% opaque, but for the purpose of this video, I'm just doing one coat of the black. Now I will say I am not good with cat eye polish. I just got these two that I showed not that long ago because I wanted to try out the like velvet French tip design that everyone was doing with the cat eye. I never did it, but I still have these, and I never really messed around with these, so I don't really know how to do anything. I'm just trying to copy what they did in the video, which I think they like just took it around, something like that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going with it. I don't really know. I'm just gonna cure it. Okay, so then what you're gonna need is top coat, your chrome powder, one of these little things, the eyelash things. I don't know what this is really called. I don't do makeup. I had to ask my sister if she had one of these because she's super into makeup, so she let me have this one. And then a little applicator to apply your chrome powder. So once you have that cured, you're going to take your top coat and apply it to the nail. And then you take this little thing. I hit the other ones. And then you just swipe it across. Oops, that one went kind of wonky. Okay, this top coat is like trying to self-level, so swipe it. You gotta be kind of quick with it. And now I'm curing that. Oh, I'm not curing that for as long as I should because we are applying the chrome powder on top. Okay, let me take that out. I don't know if that did anything. Okay. That didn't have the effect that it did in the video. I wonder. Let me try something. Okay, I tried to wipe off as much of the chrome powder as I can with some alcohol. It's hard to tell with the cat eye, but although it still kind of has that like bluish greenish tint to it. I'm gonna try this with base coat. and see, since base coat is a little bit thicker than top coat, if maybe it won't level as quickly. Okay, now let me, oh gosh, hear that. I don't even know if that, okay, base coat and chrome powder does not work. There's a reason why they tell you to do it with top coat. The base coat is way too sticky, and it also didn't give the effect that I wanted. I'm going to try one more time, but instead of, I'm not going to do the cat eye, and I'm not going to put it in the top coat. I'm going to just do this all on the black polish and hope it gives the effect. I should probably do 2 coats of black for this. My other hack video turned out way better. Like, I had more success with those ones than I am with these ones. These are just not working out for me. And I'm sure if I messed around with them enough and like tried a bunch of different techniques and stuff, I could get them to work. But my last hack video was like almost an hour long, and I'm trying to make this one not as long because I kind of felt really bad about it being so long. Like, I try my best to keep my videos like 35 minutes or less, just because I feel like no one wants to watch an hour-long video of me doing nails. So I'm trying to keep this one a little more organized and a little bit less talking, because I was kind of rambling a lot in the other one, and I'm not spending so much time like doing these, to try and keep the video on the shorter side. You can kind of see the ridges in it. I mean, it worked better than it did on that other nail. You can see, let me try and wipe some of this off some more. Okay, you can definitely see the like ridges more on this. Also, maybe should have used a different chrome powder. I don't know. But it's not as visible as it is on theirs. But again, that might just be the types of products they're using and the chrome powder, and they did do it on the cat eye and all that, and I tried that, but then I was failing with it, so maybe even a thicker gel. Maybe if I use like my builder gel, or maybe even my rhinestone glue, it'd be better, but meh. It's there. It's hard to see. It's easier to see in person than it is on camera, but that's that. So for this nail hack or design, not really a hack, it was more just of a design, you're gonna need chrome powder, top coat. I've already applied my base color, which I'm just doing black again. You can use whatever color. I don't know if you guys have seen the little like gummy bear, like chrome gummy bear design that's kind of going around. I think it is so cute. I wanted to try it out. In this video, they just showed them painting their base color and then adding the chrome on. They didn't like specify if they used a top coat or anything. So I think I'm going to, how do I want to do this? I think I'm just going to, no, I am going to top coat. I wasn't going to top coat. I was just going to add the chrome powder to the nail. And then I always see people saying to wipe your nail with alcohol after you cure it before adding the chrome. I've tried that before in the past and it never worked. Like the chrome never stuck to the nail when I would do that. But I'm gonna try it again because I am using a different top coat than what, oh, it's working. When I tried this before, like wiping off the nail with the alcohol, it never stuck. But like I said, I was using a different brand of top coat, so that might have been my problem. Because this is working. It's working very nicely. And it actually gives that like chrome look to it. And it's smooth compared to how I usually do it. It's kind of a bit grainy and not like shiny and chrome. Okay, well now you want to take out some top coat. And then with your brush, you're just going to draw in a little gummy bear. So we're going to put the little head right here. And then obviously you want to flash cure that in between each little thing you do, because it will spread. And then the body. Oh, that's a lumpy gummy bear. That's okay, I'll turn that into his little arm. I don't know know why I'm using that when I have this. I have a like a gooseneck lamp. I got it from LGN Pro. I have it sitting right here. I could use that. And so, oh, that's a big arm. Instead of, okay, so, well, that little foot turned out better. Instead of using my big lamp and clicking it on and off. Oh my. Okay, well, my gummy bear is a little deformed. It's one of those little, like, smushed up, deformed gummy bears. Let me try that again. My little gummy bears are funky looking. Okay, so once that's all cured, take your alcohol wipe. You wipe with alcohol on it, and I like with the alcohol, you gotta do too much rubbing and be too aggressive with it. Which, I mean, if you're doing it on yourself, it's a lot easier than if you're doing it on press-on like this. So I prefer to use acetone, and the sticky stuff on the back of this nail is not holding on very well. I need a new piece. But I like to use acetone because it takes it off way quicker and easier, and I don't have to put a lot of pressure on it. And there's still some on the side there, but I'm not worried about that. There's the little gummy bears. They're so cute. I mean, not my gummy bears. My gummy bears are a little mutated. I have mutated gummy bears. They're still cute though. I just think this design is super cute. You could do a whole set with a bunch of little gummy bears on your nails. Here are all my failed attempts at these different hacks and designs. So this is these two are the DIY liquid chrome. This one was the 60-second top coat. This one was 15-second top coat. And this one was just applying the chrome powder like normal. And then the little plastic design thing didn't stick to where the plastic was applied. And then my design here with the eyelash thingy. I guess it would, this one was a huge fail in all the different attempts I did with it, but this one I guess really wasn't that much of a fail. Like, you can still see the texture and the design. It doesn't really look intentional though. It looks more like when you were applying your polish, the brush left streaks in it instead of like you purposefully put the streaks in. And then the only one that actually worked out for me this time, little gummy bears. I mean, other than how I drew them on, they look cute. I did draw them a little funky. They don't really look like gummy bears really, but they're still cute. So that was it for my trying nail hacks and designs. If there's any more nail hacks you want me to test out and try, or like other designs, you can send them to me either on Instagram or TikTok, or like tag me in the videos or whatever, and I will try those out. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it's not as long as my other one, because that one was a little ridiculous, which is kind of funny because I'll sit there and watch like an hour-long video of someone else doing nails, but whenever I'm filming myself or like editing my video, I don't want anybody else to watch me doing my nails for an hour, even though I know people will, but I don't know, I just feel bad. But yeah, thank you so much for watching.